And we are live.
Hello, everyone.
What's happening, guys?
Hello.
It's your
Hey,
boy,
Cedric.
Cypher Diaz, Cedric L. Jackson. I want to welcome you to tonight's Hangout. I get the special privilege of hosting tonight's Hangout. But before we get into our topic, our strategy, what we're going to talk about tonight, let's have everybody introduce themselves. And we always start with ladies first.
True.
Hi, everyone. I am Raven Knight here. Oh, where that? Oh, sorry, feedback. Sorry about that. I had some feedback. A little delayed reaction there. So Raven Knight here from Sudbury, Ontario, snowy Sudbury, Ontario, and I am the enchanting entrepreneur here to just enjoy life. So on with you guys. Carlos.
Hey, guys, how you doing? My name is Trainer Carlos. I am from Miami, Florida, and like everyone here, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm just from another part of the country, and that's what's beautiful about us, that we're from all different parts of the country. And I hope to bring you some value today. Welcome, and all my guys, welcome, and take notes, guys.
Sounds good there, Carlos. I'm Nestor, make money from home dad, and we are gonna bring you some good value today, just like Carlos said. And just make sure you do have a nice sharpened pencil or a pen or something because you're gonna want to write some notes. Because I know that my boy Cedric here, he is a whiz when it comes to putting the videos on YouTube, ranking them. So I know he's gonna give us some good feedback right here, some good value. So go ahead and take it away. I don't know if Mauricio wants to go next.
Yeah, sure. Hey guys. Hi everyone. This is Mauricio, one of the Garza brothers. Very excited to be here as every Tuesday, guys. We'll have a good time with entrepreneurs like Trainer Carlos said, all around the country and all around and other countries as well with Raven here all up in Canada. And we are very excited. Cedric tonight is going to share with us something that we all agree will help every entrepreneur out there to become a better marketer on this particular strategy and this particular channel that is YouTube. I pulled out a couple of numbers that we have on current analysis on the traffic that YouTube pulls every day on the internet. So it's something that will drop your jaw, and it's going to be fantastic. So we are very excited to start. Just make sure to type in the comments if you are seeing this live. If not, just make sure to refresh it and let the other people know we are live. We're going to start, and Cedric's gonna bring us some gold bars on specifically how to get more views on our YouTube videos on our YouTube channel. So without being said, Cedric, take it away, my friend.
All right, guys. Thank you for giving me the honor of, sharing some things that I've been doing a lot of research on, man. Like, seriously, I've spent a lot of just late nights just like, how are people getting these views on YouTube? What's the secret? And the thing I've came up with is there's a lot of things people are doing, and there was a lot of things I wasn't doing. So I'm really happy to be a part of this community, but let me just share this with you guys. Let me show you why you should be watching what I want to share with you. So I'm going to share my screen here. Okay. So now that we're doing that, you guys see my screen perfectly?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I
I'm going
see
to
it.
kind of, perfect. I'm going to zoom in a little bit on these results here, okay? Now, as you can see right here, these are my top 10 videos, all right? This one's a Chevy Silverado. It's got 1,100 videos views, and this is just for the last 30 days. The rest of these have about 300, 200, 75. And the first thing I want you guys to take away from this is sometimes when you're marketing online, you got to be a little bit more creative than, how to make money online, how to drive traffic, how to do this, how to do that. Because the one thing you got to understand about traffic is you got to understand what people are searching for on the internet. And they're not all searching for how to make money online. So with that said, you can use tools like I use, which I'll show you I'll give you a little sneak peek. This is called Market Samurai. And something I'm working on right now is this keyword phrase right here, how to get more views on YouTube. I'm going to target this. By targeting this, it gets 3,402 views on a monthly basis. And that is broken down to what the top, the number one ranking website would actually get as far as click-throughs. So on a daily basis, it's about 112 to your actual website. Now, if we look at total searches on the internet daily is 266 total searches. So I'm going to use that as a measure. But what I'm going to show you guys I'm going to show you exactly what I'm doing to the back end of my videos. So I'm going to close that out so I have more resources. So now let's look at this here. This is for the last 30 days. Like, if you notice, this is from 11/3. Now, can everybody see this, or should I make it a little bigger? Because I want to make sure you guys can actually read the numbers. Must be okay with everybody. Okay, so 144
Okay.
as far as daily views on 11/3. Now, if we fast forward, like if we go all the way through it, it's averaging about that number: 165, 172, 143, 157. Now, as I said, I kept thinking, how can I get more views? And right here, 11/28, it spiked to 174, then to 205, then to 226. Now it's at 255 for today. So I'm going to show you what I discovered to make my traffic actually spike. And I didn't spend any money on doing any Fiverr jobs or anything like that. I've done those in the past, but what I've discovered right now will actually get you more views than what you currently have. So now we're going to go back into our actual video manager. And as you can see, I've got hundreds of videos, but let's go back to my very, very first video online, which is about a 2013 Ride Crush snowboard. So we're going to go into the edit. Now, very first thing I want you guys to start doing, if you're not doing it already, get a cool thumbnail, some type of thumbnail, because this is not an original image for the rest of this. So especially like if you're making anything about make money online, anything, come up with something that's really cool for a thumbnail, and then the thumbnail, when you have it, actually, here, let me do this for you guys. Just to give you a little idea. When you actually have, like, let's say this was a thumbnail, you want to target the keyword you're going after. You want to save that thumbnail as a target for the keyword, because YouTube is actually going to pull that thumbnail and relate it back to your video. Because everything we do with video on YouTube is we're trying to become relevant with what the people are looking for as far as when they're searching in the search engines for traffic for whatever it is they're searching for. So for instance, this here, the keyword for that is 2013 Ride Crush. That is my main keyword. I start with that. Snowboard is a keyword, and then Ride EX Binding is a keyword. So I'm going to make this a little bigger so you guys can see too. Hopefully you guys can see that real well. So let's take it to your actual title. Now, as far as the title, take your time. You took the time to make a good video. Take the time to come up with a really good title. If you want to take it all the way over here to this area, you can. What I try to do is I try to focus on making it really relevant to what I'm talking about in my video. And a great way to do that is if you make a video and you've blogged about it already, put your blog into the description in YouTube. So take your actual title, once you've came up with it, make sure you've got the keywords, like your main keyword there, and some other keywords you're targeting in that title. Copy the title and put it right here in the very first description line. Then after you have your actual title right here in the first description line, whatever you want this client to do, whether you want them to come to your blog, or if you want them to come to a capture page, or if you just want to target them to another YouTube video, whatever it is you're targeting them for, put that link right next to it. And the way I do it is I give a space and then I put it in instead of doing an enter. And let me show you what that kind of looks like so you get a better idea. The reason why I want to do it this way is if I put this link down here, then the prospect has to hit the show more button. I don't want them to hit the show more button. I want them to be able to watch the video and be able to come down, click the link, and go to wherever it is I'm sending them to. So in here, you're going to see all the content that I have in this. And this makes it really, really simple. And you want to be careful of how many links you're putting in there because you're kind of taking away from your video as far as the link juice you have on it. So when we come back in here, we're sending them to a specific place. Then right here, right in the very first paragraph, I want to get that keyword in there a couple more times. But you want it to look natural. You don't want it to look like Ride Crush, Ride Crush, Ride Crush, Ride Crush. That's spam. And you're going to get dinged for that. Don't spam. Create a blog post. Make it really unique if you can. Because if you just start copying stuff from the internet and pasting it in here, it's going to rank less. So I've got a couple keywords in there, and my other keywords that are relative to Ride Crush Snowboard, like these different terms here, that's helping the video because people are typing that stuff in too. They may type in snowboards, they may type in top sheet or Mammoth Mountain, anything. So as I come down to the very, very bottom, now for me, I put this in here. That's giving a link back to an authority site because Ride Crush owns the snowboard, so that helps the video just a little bit. But what really helps, this is my real strategy because I'm sure you guys have already learned all this. This is what really I discovered. I wanted to make it to where each video that I make is a backlink for the next video I produce. So in essence, this is my first video. This video right here, this will be a link, right? So I'd rather show you up here again, just so you see the. So when a customer, they're not normally going to do this, but if they were to click here, that would actually take them to another video. That's the very next video I have in my tool set. And that's my whole strategy that I've discovered is that every video that I make, I'm going to put a link to the very next video to the previous video. So when I come back in here, that's that video there. Now here is my tags, and I'm going to get to that in just a minute. But I copy this and I put the tags underneath incoming search terms so that YouTube can pick up those same tags again. And again, I'm just showing YouTube, look, this video is relative to Ride Crush Snowboards and this. Then here, this is something else that I'm doing that a lot of people aren't doing, is this is my YouTube channel. So I want every video that I create to be relative to my channel in a description. So again, you see all my videos here. In this way, when all your videos are relative to all your videos, it's creating more link juice. I'm constantly trying to figure out how can I create more link juice inside the structure of a YouTube video. So I end it with the title again, getting that keyword in there again, but it looks natural to the search engine. It doesn't look like it's overdone or spammy. And then here, this is the actual link to the video that you're watching. So you always want to create a backlink within a backlink to your own video. So when we look at it again here, this is the Ride Crush Snowboard video. So again, that's part one of my strategy is getting in the right links into your video to make it congruent. Is everybody pretty much following along what I'm saying here so far? Does anyone have any questions?
No, man, it's good, cool information.
Yeah, that's cool.
Okay.
I don't do
It's
some of
doing
those
good,
things.
man. It's awesome.
Great.
Okay. So now, how do you really come up with, because I think this is like really key. This is super key. Super key right here is coming up with tags that are really relevant to what the use, because it's all about the user experience. You know, the one thing I was doing before that I fixed and that's made a major improvement was I want to tell everybody about my business, Empower Network, right? But at the same time, if I'm telling everyone about Empower Network, blogging, making money online, best ways to make money online, Ride Crush Snowboard, Ride EX Bindings, network marketing, multi-level marketing, affiliate marketing, if I put all those tags in this one video, Google and YouTube are like, what the hell is this video about? I don't know what it's about, so here, it's going to go on the back shelf. I have no idea what this video is about. It's about 20,000 different things, so it's not going to rank for anything. And it really comes back to the concept of if you try to market to everybody, we market to nobody. So I go into Market Samurai or Google keywords tools, and I look up the most relevant keywords for this particular thing, which is Ride Crush. And I really want to stress this because for a long time, I've got 100 videos. For a long time, I was just keyword stuffing in here, trying to get everything in there. Empower Network, make money online, how to quit your job. I mean, like I had a million different tags in there, and I was wondering, like, why am I not getting any more views to my videos? Like, this is really frustrating. I put a lot of effort and energy into making these things, and no one's even watching them. So when I realized that if I just make it to just one topic and beat that topic to death, it gets a lot more ranking. It gets to the first page of YouTube, and it gets views. So really focus on your tags. But in your tags, you still want different things to be relevant to what your end game is. And for me, that's down to 4 terms. I want them to know Cypher Diaz, which I spelled them wrong here. That's hilarious. Cedric said channel, think basically network marketing, recruiting strategies. And depending on the video, I might remove some of those. So if you look over here on this side panel, I just keep this stuff all together so that I can just copy and paste it in there at any time. So right here, here's a core. Those are the core tags that have to go in there every single video. 3 out of 5 of those tags, I have to figure out a way to get into those. Matter of fact, it has to have said channel and Cypher Diaz. Gotta have that. Because this is the effect I want, and this is the effect that I think that's pretty cool when you start doing this right. If you start doing this right, you start getting all these other videos to be relevant with your video. And then when other videos become relevant with your video, you become relevant with them. So, like right here, this one's on Will Smith. So a lot of times I'll set up a playlist of like maybe 20 or 30, sometimes 100 if I really, really, really want it to be relevant to a lot of things. I'll go out and like I'll find other videos like for this, like that are about Ride Crush snowboards, and I'll create a playlist and I'll put this video in there with them. So when people watch
Cedric.
other people's videos,
Hey, Cedric,
yes,
I have a question.
sure.
Because I know a lot of people probably have a bunch of videos already done. I know myself, I have a bunch of videos. Can you go back to those videos and do these things that you're doing and rank all videos?
Absolutely. You can do whatever you want to a video if it's today or if it's from 2 years ago. All you do
Cool.
to do that, and that's a great question, Nestor. You just come up here, Video Manager, and click on any video you want to, go to Edit, and that will bring you to this exact screen. You can blow out the whole description if you want to. See, a lot of things what I see as far as a description on videos is like, I'll see this a lot of times. I'll see like, you know, that's a description done. You want the description to be full. You know, I get to, like, a lot of times, I get to the point where, like, YouTube is like, hey, okay, you got to get rid of some words, dude. You can't even save all that. You got to blow out of some of that stuff. Like, sometimes I have to cut it in half, like, because I have too many words in there. And a good rule of thumb is if you can get between 150 to 200, maybe to 300, that's a good amount of text in there because the search engine's reading that, what it's about, and it's really getting in there and getting that information in there and making it relevant to what the user's looking for, so your video jumps like pages in front of everybody else. And it can happen quickly. It's not something that's going to take like 6 months to happen. Literally, you could do all this and go from like page 8 or 9 or 10 in YouTube, or just never even being able to find your video on YouTube, to being like ranked on either the second page or at the very bottom of the first page. So it's a lot easier to rank in YouTube than it is in Google, in my opinion. It's like night and day difference. Once I figure out Google like this, holy moly, it's gonna be over. So let's do this here. Okay, so everybody understands tags and everything like that, I'm sure. Let me go into the next part of it. Oops. Let's go back here. Now the next part of it, this is my most recent video here. And this is the end game. This is where I'm going with it. So this might not make sense at first, but I'm sure it will. Here's what I'm going to do. This hasn't been done yet, but what I'm going to do is, since I'm making like if you think of all the videos in a linear line, like going up, right? And I have the last video in here, and then the last video from the previous video, and then like each video is connected within itself. Once I get to my most recent video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the very first video and put it in this video, so that it's kind of like a circle. So like all the link juice is going all the way up to the very top most recent video, and then the link juice is sending it right back to the bottom to my very first video. And I think that's going to create even more power in ranking, because it's kind of like it's a concept I learned from websites. Websites sometimes rank in a link silo. They kind of take 5 to 10 pages, and they send one backlink to the very next page, and a backlink to the very next page, and a backlink to the very next page, all the way to the top, to the very top page. And then that top page links back to the very bottom of the page. So it's kind of like a circle in a way. And that's kind of how I thought of doing this. I was like, well, I've never done it for YouTube, and I don't know anyone that has done it for YouTube, and I wonder if it would work. And I got to be honest, it seems like it's working, either between that or just fixing the tags, So it's giving me a lot more traffic. So that's only just a handful of, some of the things I'm doing now. I've just okay. I want to go through a checklist in my own head because I got to make sure that if I'm going to give you guys information, I want to give it to you all. So I've went through tags, titles, keywords. Okay, let's talk about playlists. Okay, so you can see here, I have a lot of playlists. Again, this is one playlist that I started yesterday so that all my videos, these are just all my videos, are related with each other. But let me show you the truck playlist so you get a better idea of what it is I'm doing. Because that's going to weigh out heavily. That has a lot to do with my ranking. Okay, here's my video, right? I take other people's videos and I put them in the playlist. And as you can see, it takes a lot of time to do, but it's worth it. Because when you make your video relevant to all these videos, every time somebody watches this video, your video is going to pop up in that sidebar, and someone may click and start watching it because your video is now relevant with that video. Does that make sense? So let's go here.
Yep.
There's some cool stuff there, Cedric. Cool stuff.
Thanks, brother.
I'll definitely be watching the recording on this. Cool, man.
Let's see something here. That's really okay. I could just show you this here. See all these videos right here? All of these videos are in my playlist because I made this video relevant to every single one of these videos. So if I started to watch this video, right? See what's relevant? My video. My video is relevant to this playlist. So if somebody else goes to watch this video somewhere else on the internet space, my video may or may not be relevant, but more times than not, it may be relevant. Well, it's not doing it right now, but a lot of times it's going to end up being relevant to those videos because you build playlists and you put your videos in that playlist. So that's another
Cedric.
part. Yeah.
And I see that's a very important thing, huh? To be able to pop out right there on the right of the YouTube channel because that's how many of the people use YouTube, right? Where
Absolutely.
they watch one video and then they see another one and they see another, and then they get caught like an hour watching videos from the side of the menu, right?
Exactly. Yes, they do. And
So
if you
sometimes
do
you don't
this,
even need to rank. You just need to be able to rank at least on the side.
you know what's funny that you mentioned that? Because if you can rank on the side, that's the same thing as ranking. If you can rank on that sidebar, that's the same thing as ranking because YouTube thinks highly enough of you to show you on the side. You know what I mean?
And that's much easier to rank on that side than it is to be number one, actually, right?
Actually, it's way easier than to be number one. And if you can just get to the front page, the number one page, you'll rank. You'll rank. If you get to number one page, you'll rank. YouTube is different than Google, where I find myself going to the second and third page all the time just to see what else is out there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where like
That's true.
Google, you may not make it to the second or third page. Google's whole thing is to end search. That's what they want to do. They want to end search. Where YouTube is, they want you to stay. They want you to view videos because they get paid. So even if you come up on the very second page, just know if you do all the things I'm showing you, you can keep creeping up to that first page.
Yeah. So that's something to take note of, right, guys? Take note of that. That you don't have to basically rank number one all the time.
You really don't.
Yeah, Cedric, can I add a few things to what you're saying?
Absolutely. Chime in, please.
Yeah, man. Guys, let me share my screen real quick with you guys, because I want there's something this cool, man. Everything that you've been saying is on point, but I want people to understand why. Can you guys see my screen?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
So if I go to let's say if I go to YouTube.com, all right, and if you see here, guys, I have this thing little plugin called SEO Quake, right? And if you guys notice, the see PageRank before, PageRank was a very obvious sign for back in the days before all the Penguin, all the updates. It was a very powerful feature to have PageRank, but now it's not really about PageRank. It's more about page authority. And if you look at Google's page authority, let me see if it's here somewhere. Well, Google's it's not here on the SEO Quake, but if you look at Google's page authority, it's like 99 out of 100. It's very high. And most websites, for example, the Empower Network has a page authority of like 50 over 80, so it's easier to rank. YouTube has a page rank of about 80 or 90. So anything you post, guys, anything you post on Google, it's gonna get ranked very fast. That's why everybody's leading towards using videos. And just so you guys know, I use very similar tactics that you're using. And if you guys, I have a keyword that I'm going for called hyperhidrosis for people who have hyperhidrosis problems. And if I search, I mean, usually you want to search on using incognito. So there's no bias by Google. But if I go to this keyword right here, I'm actually right on the first page, right on this guy, and it's like and then now I rank for different keywords too, like hyperhidrosis treatment and things like that, and this is a very competitive keyword. If I'm not mistaken, this keyword has 60,000 views per month on Google.
Nice.
And and the thing is, you want to get to the top page, because then when you come here and you go to Google and you're on the first page, you come out on Google too real fast. So guys, if you're looking, I mean, if you really want to rank fast, and everything you said about the silos, that is absolutely true. The only thing about the silos is that you link from link to link to link to link, like in a circle, and there's different ways to do silos, but it's actually, man, it's like a very good tactic. I mean, I put on my videos actually, I do exactly what you say, which is to add the links, all my relevant links for, sorry, give me a second, sorry about that. And what I do is I go here and I put here related videos, and I just put all the related videos on there.
Okay.
So that's,
Yeah.
a link within a link, and then I have 6 videos on hyperhidrosis, so I put them all in here as
That's
related
smart.
videos, and then I put my main website at the beginning, so that I can have a direct backlink, because what I've heard is that Google usually recognizes the first link for for a specific domain.
Right.
So usually you want to put like your first, for example, gatewaygamemydomain.net. That's the first one I want to put in there, because then if I start putting gatewaygamem.net/hyperhidrosis/hypertreatment, it won't really recognize, it won't really give me that much juice. It will give most of the juice to that first one.
Right.
So those are things that I've heard, and then plus when you get a backlink from from YouTube, you're getting a very powerful backlink because of the page authority.
Exactly.
So it's a great tactic. Even for example, what I would do is that I would create a video, like for example, the video you have about the cars and the trucks and stuff like that, and the skateboard, and I would go to my my Empower Network account. I would create an article and give myself a backlink to my YouTube account, because I'm gonna get a powerful backlink from a powerful authority account.
That's absolutely.
So that's one of the things. That's one of the things that I do to try to get ranking and get myself backlinks. I use my Empower Network, and right now, guys, Empower Network, I've seen a lot. They're ranking, man, because of the page authority. So it's actually a very good place to be posting stuff. That's all I got.
That was great stuff, man. Do you follow Alex Becker and Alex Cass at all?
Yes, sir, man. Actually, I just joined the OMG team, man. So
I'm trying to get on it, dude.
Yeah, man, I just got on it, man, and it's like it's awesome, awesome information, man. It's very, very cool stuff. So, what we're sharing here, man, these people, they gotta be very grateful because it is powerful, powerful things,
It
man.
is, dude. Like I follow pretty much everything they say. Like I'm really focused on how can I create my own blog network because I know that's the key right there. Blog network, anchor text, all that good stuff, man. So
Yeah, man, anchor text is very important, and the only difference that on the keyword and the tags, what I do for tags is that I actually use the whole keyword as the tags.
yeah, 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 yeah,
You know,
yeah.
so I use the entire keyword. So if I go to my info and settings here,
You gotta share your screen again for us.
oh, yep, give me a second. Yeah, you want to see this? All right, I'm back. So if I go if you see for example my tags, I actually use the actual keyword. So what I do is that if I go to the bottom and I say and I put here, actually I gotta put this. But when I put like I do the same thing that you do with the related terms,
Mm-hmm.
and I would just like I'll get all my related terms, I'll copy it, and I'll just paste them in here and
Gotcha.
just and have the exact actual keywords in there.
Yeah,
Because then it actually it helps me rank for all those keywords in
yeah,
general.
yeah.
You know, so that's one of
Hey
the that's
guys,
one of the things that I do.
remember that you got some layman people over here listening in, so we don't know all those terms.
Okay, sorry. Okay, let's give him a quick lesson then. What he's talking about is these are tags, so they're not really the same as anchor text. All anchor text is when you have like let's say when you have your blog post, right, and you put like work with Nestor and Nidome, right, and that becomes blue link. That's anchor text because Nestor and Nidome is the keyword that's driving traffic back to your blog or from your blog or whatever. But as far as what he's saying with related text, that's everything that his article has to do with. All those words are related to what he's trying to drive traffic for. So he doesn't just focus on just one word, and he doesn't just focus on just a short tail of the word. Just what's the keyword again?
Yeah,
Hydrosis.
hyperhidrosis. So basically, what you're doing is like inside your article, because you want to make things relevant. Google right now is all about structure, is all about relevancy. So you want to make sure that all your posts are relevant to your topic, just like you said, Cedric, before. Don't put like things about marketing, everything. Everything has to be relevant. The more relevant you are, the more Google will respect it and rank you. So the keywords. So whenever you do, like for example, when you make a video, try to have like 5 or 6 terms that are very similar, in terms of structure, and then put them inside your description so that Google can read those other keywords and rank you for those keywords too. So don't just concentrate on one keyword. Like try to mix it in a little bit, and again make it look natural. You don't wanna look
Yeah,
spammy, just like Cedric said.
yeah. You want it to look natural and like cool. Like you could write these down. Like cool keywords you can always have for videos is it a scam? How does it work? Does it
Reviews.
work? Is it reviews? That's a great
Yeah.
keyword, man. Especially if I mean, you probably agree with me on this. You probably don't target too many things for make money online anymore, do you?
No, man. I try to use I mean, even though it's like marketing online, but I try to use like the long tail keywords, man.
Yeah,
I,
super
I, I
long
go I
tail.
go
Yeah,
even if it's only like less than a thousand views. A thousand views. If you get 20% of that,
yeah.
that's 200 views. If you can get like 20 subscribers from that, that's for
Targeted.
me for me that's targeted, you
Yeah,
know, excellent traffic that you're getting. So
absolutely targeted traffic. So
yeah.
a lot of times, like
Hmm.
we're going for like videos that like look at our strategy. We're going for videos that they're not targeted. They're targeted to what we're talking about. But here's the thing, though. We both understand that if we start getting a ton of views from all these different videos, then the things we are targeting, when we start making little, videos about make money online, they're gonna have a lot more weight because of our
Of course.
channel.
Yep.
I can add to that too, because I also do some videos, and well, I have one video that it's not related to marketing per se, but it will boost my channel, like you said. And lately I've been getting all these new subscribers, and I'm trying to figure out where they're coming from. So I take a look at their channel, and I realize that they're all coming from my Gypsy Bus video.
Yeah.
And
There you go.
I wanted to rank in Google for the terms Gypsy Bus. Weird terms maybe, but I wanted to see if I could do it. And I did it. I'm on the first page of Google and the first page of YouTube for the term Gypsy Bus.
Good job.
And yeah, my video now has 5,500 views.
Nice.
That's awesome.
And then I have another one that has like 600 views and stuff like that. But it's not, like you guys said, it's not, I have description that has keywords in it, but I hadn't done keyword research per se. So I can take that same video, implement some of these other strategies, and it just boost it even further.
Exactly.
Which is cool.
You know, and Raven, just a little suggestion, like, because for example, Gypsy, I don't believe that may be too much of a competitive in terms of people trying to rank for it. So if you can create videos, so let's say for example, like the keywords that Cedric just mentioned, like reviews or things like that, you might even dominate. You might even dominate the first page of Google with like 5 or 6 videos, and you'll be number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. You know.
Yeah.
So,
and I have school bus conversion is another term that I have ranked with that same video, and that's what people are looking at. People who are RVers and want to travel, and those are the people that are finding my video. And then some of those people are now messaging me on Facebook. So it doesn't have to necessarily be that we market about marketing.
Exactly.
So how would
for
you
every
bridge
video.
that then? How would you bridge that now to be able to market?
That's kind of an easy bridge for that one, because it would be like, okay, you can travel and make money while you're traveling.
Cool.
Because that one's about traveling.
Yeah, you just throw in a call to action
your RV
at
or
the end.
school bus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the way I did it on one of my videos is, I think you saw it, Nestor, the gross monthly income.
Yeah.
I'm just basically talking about, how gross monthly income is calculated. And at the very beginning, I give a call to action and say, hey, stick around to the end. I'm going to show you guys how to increase your gross monthly income. Then I go into my video about, how gross monthly income works and has nothing to do with marketing. And if they're still sticking around, then I actually go into giving them a call to action. But there's no tags for make money online or anything like that. It's all the tags are like how to calculate your gross monthly income, stuff like that. Let me show you guys something real quick too. You guys see my screen?
Yep.
Okay. Now back to what you were saying. You were talking about if you go after a keyword that has very low search traffic, you can dominate. And I 100% agree with that. This keyword has like maybe 30 searches per month, if that. But the funny thing is, like, I hope they make a movie, because if they make a movie, I'll be rich, because it'll blow up. But just like you were saying, I dominate in Google the top 3 different positions for, chasing the big carrot. The top 3 positions I dominate. Just 2 different videos and then my blog. So.
And notice how the 2 videos are the first 2, because I'm telling you, Google loves videos, guys.
They love videos. They love videos. And I agree with you. You guys want to have plugins like SEO Quake. You want to see what your competitor's doing. Like what, like if we go to this video, here's the cool thing about these tools. Like he's showing you up here, you have all this different information of what they're doing. And then there's other tools like page source status that will tell you. You click page info, it'll tell you the exact keywords this person's using in their video to rank. So there's so many different tools to see what other people are doing. That's why.
And you want to mimic that. You wanna mimic that.
Yeah, you want to mimic that. Now here's something that's real interesting too, right? Let's say I actually got someone to click here on the how to chase or avoiding chasing the big carrot, right? But I'm not signed in. But look at all my videos that are relevant. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guys, can you see Cedric's screen?
6.
I see the little mask.
You see the mask?
I see. I don't know if anybody else.
Let me see. It comes. It
Oh,
goes and comes, but I think.
yeah, I
Let
see it
me.
now.
You see it
It's
now?
back now.
Okay, yeah, because
Yeah.
I wanted to show you guys that when you create playlists, this is the power of your playlists. If someone's watching this video, I got a real good chance of making that my customer. Because look at how many. I'm not signed into Google, okay? So I can't manipulate this. But
Right.
this video is mine. This video is mine. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 videos out of all the videos on the sidebar. 6
Yeah.
videos are mine. So if this image catches their eye or whatever,
Not only that, but if they see you so many times, they see you as an authority, and as an authority, they'll have more trust with you, and the conversion will be a lot easier for whatever product you're trying
Absolutely,
to sell.
Makes sense.
absolutely. Yeah, I got
Makes sense.
a highly qualified lead yesterday off of YouTube. Came and hit me up, ready to join. So this stuff works, man. And then just like you were
Cool.
saying, if you put in the right keywords, right, you'll rank first because of Google's YouTube authority. YouTube is ranked at a page rank of 9. My page rank for the actual video is not ranked anywhere, but that can increase over time. But if you notice something interesting here is this video actually outranks the dealership, where dealers, they spend, a god awful a lot of money on SEO and stuff like that, and I'm not ranking every dealership for it. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
look,
but and it goes back to like what I said. I mean, Google is not really looking at the page rank anymore. They're looking at structure. They're looking at page authority, guys. So it's like, that's what you want to go after. You want to go after page authority. You want to go after domain authority. And our Empower Network blog, this is one of the biggest reasons why anybody watching this who's on the sideline about joining Empower Network should join right now, because Empower Network
absolutely.
blog has authority, has juice. So you can expect to rank, and not only that, but if you stick to like the home business, all of Empower Network is about the work from home business. So it's a lot easier to rank for such big key terms, and then you combine it with YouTube, man. You guys got 2 powerful tools there to really make your business successful, and you can make it to whatever you want, tailor it to whatever you want, because it's all about the
Yep.
authority. We have a lot of authority.
Yep, absolutely. And then Empower Network teaches you to do things like this.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like look at this, guys. Like I use this video on Daily Motion, right? It's the same video. I just put it up on Daily Motion and created a backlink to it, so it has more authority. So all this stuff I didn't think of on my own. I only came up with this stuff after being involved with the Empower Network and people like this. Like, seriously, guys, a year ago, I didn't know how to do any of this. A year ago, I didn't even know how to upload a YouTube video.
Yeah, man.
And now I'm crushing YouTube.
And people like, they don't understand that, when Empower Network also offers you personal development, which basically is, how to speak to people, because it's not only, okay, yeah, you can crush YouTube, but if you don't know how to do sales conversion, how to talk to your clients, how to get them through the process, you're never gonna make a sale. Empower Network
Yeah.
teaches you that.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
you get the blog, you get the personal development, you get everything you need, the sales conversion funnel, everything, so that you can be successful.
And
It becomes
and that's in any business, right? That's in
exactly.
any business, right, Carlos?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
about keep. It's
that's a
about
beautiful Power Network that I love. That it doesn't matter like what you're trying to do. A lot of people think that because it has like a business side to it, they can kind of like shy it away. But it's a tool that has everything you need to succeed in any kind of business. Like Cedric was saying, and Carlos, how they need this tool, they need that tool. Well, empowerment is one of the tools that you need to be able to be successful in any kind of business.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hey, Carlos, can you do me a favor?
Yep.
Because you're on fire right now, man. Can you,
Thanks, man.
because basically here's the thing. I know that you know other strategies besides just what I'm teaching? And can you kind of take over and just share what you do to put backlinks to your videos? Because I know you're doing that.
Yeah, man, sure. I mean, I have my own website, but like I said, let's say for example, I mean the hyperhidrosis. What I do is like what I'm doing. Let's say for example, I have my hyperhidrosis website. Let me see if I can. Let me get back on the. For example, that hyperhidrosis keyword is a very competitive keyword.
Can you show us your screen?
Yeah, give me a second. Let me go to screen share. Can you guys see it?
There we go. Yep.
All right. So let's say, for example, let me go to that one. Actually, because a lot of people say, for example, like smaller keywords, longer tail keywords, there's less competition. You don't order fiber gigs. There's no need to. You'll rank pretty quick. But for this one, that's such a high. I actually bought a fiber gig that gives me about 3,000 views, right? So it quickly bumped me from like the 4th or 5th page up to the first page. Within 3 or 4 days. But what I also do, guys, give me a second. This is the wrong one. In addition to what you taught, Cedric, in terms of the, because I added my own my custom image, with the name. But I also go into annotations.
Yes.
And in annotations, what I also do is that I go and I add notes. So for example, I have you go here, add annotation, and I put notes. I don't like to put title because it's too big, so I just put notes, and I put my keyword as notes. So if you see, I put it twice. I got one at the beginning of the video and one at the end of the video, and then of course I add inside the link. Click here to get access to the product I'm trying to sell, etc. And then I
also
and then I add. And this, I just started doing this. I'm not sure how awesome this is gonna be, but what I started doing. I'm like, you know what? Because what I was doing before is I was adding the note, but I wasn't adding a link at the bottom. So what I started doing now is that I started going to I actually started putting the keyword, and I would put the link to my website inside the link area here, the associated website.
Okay,
so I added twice and I'm testing that out to see how good what that does for me in terms of traffic, so those are just the addition to the things that you do is just add the notes, and then I add my link to my website within those 2 notes, at the beginning and at the end of the video. And if it's a really long video, sometimes I'll add another one in the middle, so I might add it like 3 times that keyword. And what I want to do is I want to start playing with anchor text, because again, now I want to protect myself against over optimization. So for example, this keyword right here, I'm probably gonna change it to something a little longer. Let's say for example, let's do it right now. So instead of hyperhidrosis, I'm probably gonna add hyperhidrosis treatment.
Yes.
So that I'm not so over optimized.
Right.
So those are basically the only things that I did in addition to what you showed us on your.
Because believe it or not, this is what's funny is with this and see if you agree with me on this. But with the Penguin update 2, it really tried to make sure that brands rank.
Yes.
And to make sure that the average person has a fair shot and SEOs don't.
And it's like
the funny thing.
And it's like, if you do things right, if you think things right, no matter what they do, you're always gonna rank. It's just about learning how to do things right. And because right now they're going for the Google, they're going for the user experience. So the more you go towards building your website and videos towards the user experience, the more they're gonna rank you. And so it comes down to that.
Let me just say something really good that you just said right there, and I kind of want to get people to understand this, and that you just mentioned what Google's looking for, and that's a principle, and that's kind of what we've been learning, is that if you concentrate on learning principles of how things happen, you will always be able to. You will always. My daughter's right here. You will always be able to do the things correctly. A lot of people are looking techniques and looking for the secret. But see right here, Carlos and Cedric are teaching principles, and principles will always go a longer way.
Very true, brother. Very true.
Now, the other thing I was going to share with you guys, as far as the other things I do on YouTube, um, you already covered annotations, because I just started doing that like 2 days ago, like getting into, making sure the annotations are right. Let's do this here. That's weird. I knew exactly what I wanted to tell you guys, but now I can't remember. I'm drawing a blank. There's too much dead space in my head.
Well, man, hey, listen, man. I think we've told people enough, man. What they need to do now is just join us.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Because this
It's
is what
already top of the hour.
this is what you can expect from us. This is the type of leadership that you can expect. So you're not alone. You're never alone. Not only do you get the resources from Empower Network, but you get the resources from the Prosperity Network, and you get the resources from us. We take our time to share this with you guys, and what we share with you guys right now is probably like it's about as good as it gets, man. It's not gonna get any better.
Yeah, this wasn't a pitch fest. We actually shared strategies that if you decided to join us, or if you decided to just keep doing what you're doing and making it harder on yourself to get results, we've shared with you platinum strategies from myself and from Carlos, of how, Google works and how YouTube works and just the structure of things. And man, I think I found one of my new best friends right now, because I've never hung out with Carlos.
Good. There's a group you want to hang out. I see.
Good
That's
to
the
know.
kind of group we are.
Yeah, all kinds of strategies, all kinds of principles.
Oh,
Yeah, man. Yeah, man, we're here for your success, guys. Because believe it or not, we're not gonna bullshit you and be like, hey, it's all about us. No, guys, because you want to know something in the long run. Your success is our success. We benefit from that too. So it's in our interest to help you succeed.
Absolutely.
So and that's the whole point. Like you help others. Like with Zig Ziglar, you help others achieve what they want. They'll help you get what you want. So it's like, that it's all about helping, man. It's all about a community, and it's all about helping other people just make their dreams come true. And then your dreams will come true as well. It's all about value.
Absolutely. Absolutely, man.
Give.
Right. Get it right. Cool, man. So if you want to go ahead and wrap it up there, Cedric, it's 6 o'clock already, or
yeah,
whatever.
We're gonna call this a night, guys. We really appreciate you for joining us and hanging out with us. Here's the thing. It's just like everyone else has said. Right now, you need to go ahead and click the link below, okay? Because being in this industry, being with a core group of people like this, is why we're able to do these things, because we're able to feed off of each other. This is not a race or a competition. I'm not against Nestor, and I'm not against Carlos. I'm not competing with them. These are my brothers and sisters in Empower Network. And I come down and I sit down with these guys, and I take notes, because I can always pick something up. You can always pick something up. You can always keep sharpening. See,
there's enough for everyone, guys. There's enough for everyone.
Exactly. There's enough for everybody. We believe in prosperity and abundance, and we believe that there's room for you on our team. So listen, make a decision. Make a decision to go ahead, click the link, get in, lock arms with us, so you can start learning the strategies, and so you can start actually learning how you too can tap into that person you really want to become and enjoy the lifestyle you really want. 'Cause that's what this is really about. I know you really probably don't care about the strategy. You're really more focused on the lifestyle of living out your dreams. We've all got a story. We would love to tell you our story today, but we're out of time. So click the link and get in. We'll see you guys next time, okay?
Hey, thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Peace out.
Peace out.
Chanting and enhancing your life.
Yes.
It's
We're
still
still-
alive.
I think
still
Carlos
not-
has to end it.
I think it was
Not Carlos.
Mauricio.
Mauricio. Mauricio.
Mauricio.